Hey guys, MC Crawl here. Welcome to another tutorial for my Piston House version 1.1. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about the lighting and organize that. Ignore that, that's just my 3-year-old son. He's just playing around in the background. Alright, so this is what we have over here. This was my original design for lighting. However, I started by trying to move it up rather than down. You guys take a quick look there. Press the button. As you can see, that is pretty quick. So, as you can see, what's happening, I don't want to break this block, but basically on the other side of this block, there is a torch attached to it, just like this. And when that one depowers, this one becomes powered. And then goes into the repeaters and out the other end. Now, according to which side the block is on, that's the piston that will fire. So the first thing that happens is that this piston drops down, and then we have a 1, 2, 3 tick delay before we get to this piston being powered. So that's going to drop, and then because this block is in this section, only this piece of redstone is going to turn on and then power this piston. So it'll then shove everything over to one side, and then because the button pulse will deactivate, the redstone torch behind this block will then power back on, and then it will push the light or block back up. So it's pretty simple. The only trick to it is making sure that these are set to 2. Actually, now that I think about it, I believe these would be able to work with 1. Yeah, they're pretty quick. The upper ones do not. I'm going to show you the upper ones real quick. Let's go ahead and push the button. Alright, this is the design that I have up there in my piston house. It's basically the same thing, practically the exact same design. The only difference is you have to have these 3 blocks and then 1 block in the center. So you have the torch, which powers this block, which powers the piston, and then this torch, which powers these 2 pieces of redstone. And when you have a piece of redstone on top of a block and a repeater in front of it, it will actually become powered. Just so you guys believe me. Throw that sucker down, and voila. Notice that it's powered. Okay, so the same principle applies here. However, it will not work if you set these to 1. Although every tick delay is exactly the same as the ones on the floor, it will not work. It just keeps dropping down the same block. For the life of me, I cannot figure out why it would do that. Someone else knows why, they can tell me. Yeah, why, buddy? Sorry, guys. Alright, so, yeah, that's pretty much the design. Now, the tricky part, don't worry, guys, I'll go over with how to build those in a second. Just want to go over the details. We've got another one here, and they're side by side. How I have in the house. As you can see, they're timed exactly, and they work great. Okay, so what I have here is just my power coming in. It's going out into these 2 different directions. So they're powered exactly at the same time. Now, here's where people can get a little messed up. I don't know if anybody has watched my video response for my lights, but it kind of explains what's going on here. In order for these to work properly, you actually have to have either a lightstone or block or an empty space here and here. And they have to be identical. So it has to be a block there in both those spots, empty block in those spots, you know, but it has to be identical, and then it has to be consistent all the way down. So that means on this side, if we were going to continue down, we'd have a piston there, and because there's an air block right there, we would have to have an air block right there. That's just, I don't know why it does it, but that's just, I ran into that little bug, and apparently someone else had too, so that's why I threw that video out. These are also, repeaters are also set to 2. The design is exactly the same. Now we extended it. Now here's something I found interesting. As I was making this, I was looking for a good way to make them closer. So I was even looking up videos online for it, and I couldn't find any of them that would give me a good amount of lighting in a small amount of space. I did, however, find a way to extend this out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this section as a control unit rather than a light switch. And the reason being is because when I try to line up, let's say I want to line up more here, I want to line up more. I don't know if this is going to work. No, that didn't work. Let's just do this. Alright, so let's go back up. Let's see what we got. Alright, so here's the problem when we try to do this. I can't put one here. Use this as a control unit, so make this so that when power travels through this light block, then it powers all of the rest of these pistons right here. Just go ahead and lay them out. And oops, one too big. And same thing over here. Also one too big. You still need to have those there, but now what we're gonna do is we're gonna place blocks on top, and we're gonna take this wire and we're gonna channel it all the way up. Like so. Now to get this this piston, which needs to be fired, which is going to be this torch right here, it's pretty simple. We just take redstone dust, put that on top, and there you go. And we run that all the way down. Now here's the difficult part from this point anyways. We want to use this as a control unit rather than a light switch, so we need to remove this piston. First thing you want to do is remove that torch down there, and then remove the piston, and then just put the torch right back. It's as simple as that. And now we need to place the blocks that we need in here. Let's see. We need to be consistent all the way through, so those will be our ceiling blocks. And then we need lighting. There we go. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take a look at it from down there. Oops. That's not good. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Well, it seems that the amount of lag affects the timing of these. So I think if we set these to another tick delay, we shouldn't have that problem. Yeah, it's just giving us a little bit more time for the pistons to push them over right after the blocks are pulled up. That's all it is. Okay, guys. For the most part, I am going to assemble that first one that I explained to you guys. Actually, that one right there. Just do a step-by-step. This is where my power is coming in. Yep, right there. So we will build it right here. You want 1, 2, 3 blocks. It uses a 5x4 area to build. Want to place them, place them like so. Break one down and place your sticky piston right on it. Okay, now you want to place the blocks. I like to place my stone, or my light stone. I don't like to place it there. Actually, you know what? Let's place them after we get these powered. That'll help. So we use a repeater and another repeater. Set to 3, just like we discovered. Then we put a torch on the back side, redstone, and redstone. Now on this side, piece of redstone, and then a block. Alright, now this is where we want to place our blocks. We just want to place one down, and it'll move it. And then we place another on the other side. And this way, we don't have to worry about this piston dropping them down and it making a pain in the butt. And then we just place another torch on the center on the back side there. Now we want the power. Actually, I moved that. I did that a little bit too close. I didn't think I was going to do that. Okay, so now we want the power to go in. Super simple. And there we go. Light switch complete. This is the smallest, as far as I can tell, and simplest design out there right now. Again, you guys can do it the way I said. We're just turning this into a control unit and then just making entire lines of these. You can make lines of them and they'll be separated by 4 blocks is the distance in which they can, the closeness they can be. Alright guys, that's pretty much it with the tutorial. Sorry if I rambled on there a little bit, but anyways, have fun. As always, see you on the flip side.